Hey everyone, Tenja here. This has been a pretty good week for me. With the weekly quest being the World Quest bonus event, I managed to finish up my Renowned for the Tuskarr rep. That means I have all 4 of my Renowns done and I don't have to mess with them anymore. But besides that, I did make it into my mount farms, so let's take a look at them. Of course, I started off by heading over to Antorus, the Burning Throne. I'm still after the Scythe of the Yanmaker and Tashalak from the Mythic version of the raid. So I headed into Mythic Antorus, and I gave my luck a shot. First up was Agmar, for a chance at Tashalak. Again, he was being stingy and I didn't see it drop this week. So I pushed on to Argus the Yanmaker for a chance at the Scythe of the Yanmaker. This is the red version one. Again, I had no luck on this one either. So after striking out in Antorus, I headed over to Mythic Nighthold, and I got attempt number 35 on the Hellfire Inferno mount. And this place was just as stingy as Antorus, so I didn't see this drop either. So I only had one raid left, and that is Ulduar. So I headed up there and I got attempt number 28 on Mimron's head. My count's pretty low on this, so I don't expect it to drop for a little bit yet, and it didn't drop. But I did get a couple more transmog pieces. I think I'm getting close to being done with all the transmog out of there for my warrior. But since I had my raids done, I figured I would head over to BFA and hit the 5-man mythic instances. So I headed over to Freehold, and I got attempt number 36 on Sharkbait. That's the red parrot mount. I didn't have any luck on this drop. Maybe next week will be better. So with no luck in there, I traveled over to King's Rest and got attempt number 27 on the Tombstalker mount. That's the mummified raptor, and it didn't drop either. But again, just like Ulduar, my attempts are pretty low in here yet. Now with all the raids and dungeons done, and striking out on all the mounts, I figured I'd hit the Pandaria world bosses. I started off with Galleon, and I got attempt number 629 on the Son of Galleon, and then I headed up to the Shaw of Anger, and I got attempt number 182 on the Heavenly Onyx Cloud Serpent. Then I flew over to Andasa, and I got attempt number 158 on the Cobalt Primordial Direhorn. It's a pretty nice looking mount. I can't wait for this one to drop. And finally I headed over to Nalik, and I got attempt number 206 on the Thundering Cobalt Cloud Serpent. This week was just like every week before. All 4 of the world bosses did not want to drop their mount for me. But with the increased drop rates, I still feel better about farming these. So even though I didn't get any drops this week, I still did get a couple new mounts. The first one I got was the Yellow Scouting Ottuk. For this, all I needed to do was get my Renown to level 25, and then I had a choice between this one and a second one. And once you picked one, you could buy the other one. So for this one, I had to pay 750 Dragon Isle supplies, 2 Mastodon tusks, and 2 Aquatic Maw. The other color you can get is the Brown Scouting Ottuk. He's a little bit more tan than the yellow one, but they're both pretty nice looking. And then the second mount I got was for getting my Tuskarr Renowned to level 30, and that was the Brown War Ottuk. Again, there's 2 of these you can get. You can get the brown one, or you can get the yellow one, once you reach Renown level 30. The one you don't choose you will be able to buy. It will be 1,000 Dragon Isle supplies, 5 Mastodon tusks, and 2 Aquatic Maw. They are pretty easy to get, and last but not least, I did hit the Tomb of Sargeras for attempt number 220 to 232 on the Abyss Worm, so let's take a look at them, and I'll see you on the other side.
Face the might that lurks beneath the waves! I failed my queen! That lurks beneath the waves! I failed my queen! Face the might that lurks beneath the waves! Such death is beneath me! Face the might that lurks beneath the waves! The indignity! Face the might that lurks beneath the waves! Such death is beneath me! Such death is beneath me! Not all storms strike from the sky. Face the might that lurks beneath. I failed Ability. Face the might that lurks beneath the waves. I failed my queen. Beneath the waves. I failed my queen.
232 attempts down, and still no abyss form. Maybe this week will treat me better. It feels like I'm getting into that range where I finally got Experiment 12B, so it should be rolling in pretty soon. But if you're wondering, this week I'm wearing the Molten Giant Battle Plate. So if this is a set that interests you, there's two versions, there's the normal and the heroic. So you can buy most of the pieces in Stormwind at the Champions Hall in the Old District. And whatever you can't pick up there should drop in the Firelands raid for you. Overall, it's a pretty easy set to get, and if I ever get the Scythe of the Maker, I think it'll go great with this set. But hey, if you had some good luck, tell me about it in the comment section. I'd like to hear about it. And if you enjoyed the video, you can give it a like, you can click on subscribe. Thanks for coming by and watching it. I'd like to send a hi out to my best friend, and y'all take care.